So I figured that I would talk a little bit about skepticism over superstition. So today I was looking at a far right ex influencer. As you guys know, I track these idiots. And he talked about how he was sick of being tolerant, that Christianity can't be about tolerance, has to be about what's right and what's wrong. And I have to say, it's pretty interesting because I'm a big Carl Sagan fan. When he talked about superstition as something that could really destroy our society, and even our ability to have a human based thinking or human based skepticism to solve problems based on what's real and what's reality. And it's really interesting to me right now that what we're looking at is this overarching sky wizard government where it seems that religion, Christian nationalism and Christo-fascism really is the way that things are going. And I know this is spontaneous live, so this is a lot of fun. So I was sitting here in my Dodge Hellcat, and Hellcat's a pretty cool word because I am now in Hellcat. I wondered, at what point do the sane rise up? At what point does skepticism start to be the bully bat against superstition and bizarre religious belief systems? Because let's be honest, you have the New Apostolic Reformation, the NAR, you have Seven Mountains Dominionism. You have this bizarre thing where you have Catholic priests coming out and saying you can't believe in abortion and be Catholic, or because that way of life isn't acceptable. Well, maybe for the sane and the skeptical, maybe we're starting to look at religions, right, as something where they're getting some direct line from something that can't be proven to build policy. Maybe we're starting to look at religion as something we can't handle anymore. When you talk about real Christianity, you're talking about love and acceptance. And what we're seeing right now is this perversion of Christianity and this perversion of a lot of religions and perversions of sex, CECTS, where it's almost to the point that they're saying, hey, you have to live in a Christian nationalist worldview. You have to have 10 commandments in schools, or you're not part of what's happening, right? You're not part of what this government is. And that is not what America is built on. We're not a Christian nation. We're a nation that I would say believes in freedom of thought. Listen, we didn't start great. I mean, if you think about it with slavery and the things that we've done, but there was this slow progression where you thought that the belief, right, in America would be something that we could actually handle. I was thinking about Gladiator. You guys are like, oh, good Lord, what is he thinking about in his Hellcat? But I was thinking about Gladiator when Marcus Aurelius was looking at Maximus, and I know this is sort of made up, but when he said it was the idea of Rome, it's just but a whisper, you know? There was an idea of America, it's just a whisper. But that idea is being shattered by idiots like RFK Jr. and his mitochondrial distress, and Tulsi Gabbard and her idiocy and her fantastical belief systems and cult beliefs, and everybody like the Hegseths, right? Like the, oh goodness, and I mean, this is going to get crazy, but even Marco Rubio and some of the people that he appointed, like Darren Beatty, who's a white nationalist and wrote for Revolver, you have crazies in the government right now. And then you have, these purges and these firings. All of it is based on religious belief systems and Project 2025. That's it, guys. We have superstition controlling America. And by the way, stupidity is terminal, but so is superstition. And if we continue down this path, my fear is that the sane and the rational, we're going to be like Cillian Murphy in 28 Days Later, running away from MAGA and bizarre religious belief systems that are on fire trying to eat us. And that is what bothers me. And that's why we got to go back to Carl Sagan. Look what he said in The Demon Haunted World. Look what's going on. Lastly, this quick thought. I was raised Mormon. My grandparents were Southern Baptist. I had to reject that completely, because now you're talking about a Mormon religion with a prophet who liked to marry lots of women and some underage, and Southern Baptist, this fire and brimstone type of thing, where again, it's just a separate sect of Christianity that's splintered into a million types of different belief systems with different beliefs between the Trinity, non-Trinity, but you have Islam, 70 plus different sects of Islam, right? You have Hinduism, Buddhism. I mean, is Zeus right? Is Thor really the god of thunder? So what it comes down to is this. I think what's great about America is religious belief systems. What's great about America is that there's skeptics and people who know that maybe sky wizards, whatever you believe in, shouldn't be dictating policy to the rest of us who actually try to build something on a sane platform, a sane foundation. Thank you, guys. I need you to be skeptics. I'm sick of superstition. I'm sick of idiots, right? And I'm sick of us being under the thumb of people who believe that they have some direct inject from a supernatural being into their frontal lobe. And we have to listen to the MAGA prophets and the people that think that Christianity is under fire when it's actually Christian nationalists that are trying to suppress the rational. Thank you guys. Hope you have a great day. And this was Hellcat Thoughts in my Dodge Hellcat while I'm waiting for my wife at her doctor's appointment. And I know this probably stops me from being elected in certain areas, but I also want people to know that even though I'm a massive skeptic and I don't believe in interdimensional beings, Bigfoot or UFO abductions or aliens or grays or the grifters and the superstitious idiots who prey on the ignorant and mine the ignorant for monies, I still think you can believe whatever you want to believe, but just don't get in my fucking way and try to make me believe what you want to believe, because then I'm going to fight you. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you later.